Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, the wind is really picking up.
So believe it or not, we are in January. It's January 10th. Make sure. January 10th, and it's 5:41 in the evening. And this storm has produced tornadoes, high winds, torrential rain. It's dropped several inches of rain in some of the areas of the Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth, that is. So once again, Texas weather is wreaking some havoc. Later on tonight, maybe early this morning, we're going to have snow mix. So the temperature is supposed to plummet, and this thunderstorm, which has been producing tornadoes and all kinds of other weather wonderful goodies, is going to possibly snow or sleet or ice. We don't know. But we're going to experience it in the Jack Wolfskin Chinook 2. We're getting my favorite of all time tents set up here, and we have severe line of thunderstorms coming this way. What you're seeing back over there towards the west, southwest, has already produced a couple of tornadoes. Those tornadoes have since expired with the tornado warnings. So we're looking at strong winds, heavy rains. We've had some rain and high winds already today. The wind right now is fairly calm, so that means that this new cell is positioning, coming in. You can see the clouds kind of rushing in overhead. I'm going to start setting this up here. So you can hear and see we're getting some lightning and thunder. I'll tell you more about this storm that's coming. Once we get this set up, I want to get this rain fly on. It's coming, it's coming. So I'm getting this tent in storm mode, is what I like to call it. So each anchor, where you're putting the rain fly, buckle it in. And on the pole section there's an under Velcro tab. I'm gonna go ahead and do those. That just helps with the rigidity of the pole system. Starting to sprinkle pretty good. And I'm gonna cinch all the clip buckles. I'm cinching those in really good. We're gonna guy this out. So this is the Jack Wolfskin Chinook 2. It's a one door, 3 poles. You have the traditional poles that form in the X shape, and they are DAC aluminum poles. And the third pole is a ridge line pole, which extends the headroom, makes for a better vertical wall on the sides. And it helps extend the vestibule area out over the inner tent. Okay, so all these little bungee guy outs, I have those staked out as well, the sides and the back. So for the ground sheet, I'm just using a emergency Mylar blanket. Okay, so I don't have my camera waterproofed right now, so that's why I was kind of hurrying before the heavy rains got here. So I'm going to tell you something interesting about this storm. This storm, the storm cell actually reaches pretty much to the Gulf Mexico border, and it's going all the way up into like the Minnesota area. So it's a good huge line of storm cells there. So obviously up north it's producing a lot of snow. And as far south as like Amarillo in the panhandle of Texas, in that area, they are right now getting a snow mix.
Get to the lowest level of the structure you're in, put as many walls in between you and the outside as possible. So our speed is confirmed.
Getting reports of a tunnel and power flashes in the Joshua area.
Okay, so, and then there may be strong winds, there may be enhanced winds coming out of this on the south side as well. So we have our circulation up to the north of Joshua, but funnels being reported. And
I should have put my roof vents open, and I forgot to do that. It's rocking and rolling right now, man. It really is. I went in the house and I was looking at the weather, and they're talking about the severity of the storm. And I mean, within 2 minutes, just heard it hit the windows. Loud wind and rain hitting the windows. I'm like, crap, I gotta get out to the tent. Woo! Got drenched these shoes are. Completely soaked. I mean, I'm only not even 40, 50 yards from the house. Woo. So who thought we'd be doing a camping in a thunderstorm or testing a tent in a thunderstorm in January? Well, if you know we're in Texas, then you already knew that. We could do that. Woo. All right, so the front door of this tent is facing the front of the storm, so the storm is coming to this. I'm facing directly west. So the rain subsided a little bit for now, but there's a whole, I'll post it up here somewhere, the radar, what it's doing. This is a lot of fun. Woo. I'm gonna turn or maybe we'll do red. I want to see if we can capture some of that lightning. It's really, I'm gonna turn it off, the light. So we're gonna be dark for a minute, but the lightning is close. I'm gonna turn the light off so we can see some lightning. I'm gonna switch you around. I'm still here with you. All right, it's dark, but I'm here. I'm gonna put the camera up in the gear loft, and we're just gonna capture some of this lightning for a bit. Just a couple minutes worth, and I'll be right back with you. Oh, that was a good one. Try to dry up my tent while you're watching the lightning with my little bitty towel. I meant to grab a big beach towel, and I grabbed this little bitty thing. Still with me? Okay, I'm back. So I've been getting alerts on my weather app that cloud to ground lightning strikes within 3 miles of our location. Yeah, it's kind of close. Lightning is very dangerous. I really, I mean, I guess you got to do disclaimers when you're doing videos like this, but it's just what you're used to, what you've gotten yourself accustomed to when you camp. Sorry, I'm trying to get more. I brought in a lot of water, and this little bitty towel that I got is not all right. So in the laundry room, we have very top shelf, we have a stack of large towels, and I grabbed the top one, and it was a small towel. It doesn't belong in that stack. Now I know. Okay, so what is this video about? This video is about kind of extreme camping, I guess. Now I do a lot of these extreme camping in the backyard, and basically I'm just testing gear. I really like trying to find the best quality at the best price, something affordable that's going to withstand storms like these, whether it be thunderstorms, a windstorm, snowstorm, lightning storm, thunderstorm. And to me, it's fun. I enjoy, I don't know what you call it, just hunkering down, I guess. and bearing the front of these storms in your shelter. So just you and your shelter. Now, it's a pretty good feeling if you're an avid camper, you know, or stuff like that. You camp pretty often, then you know chances are you've camped in a storm or two, and it can be an enjoyable adventure. I call it adventure. Some people probably wouldn't call it that, but it can be enjoyable. So this tent is definitely rainproof. I've had this tent, I mean, several inches of rain within just a few hours, and I've had nothing get through. Not from the bottom, not from the top. So I am partial to Jack Wolfskin, but I do have lots of other brands of tents, and I'm not opposed to testing, you know, pretty much any tent. I've tested quite a few tents. How cool is that though? In January, having a thunderstorm with tornadoes. Now I hope nobody is being infected by these tornadoes, these downbursts. It's probably gonna do some damage, so, and that is unfortunate. I don't like that. I do like extreme weather. So that's kind of where people think I'm kind of crazy about this, but it is what it is. It's gonna storm anyway, so might as well enjoy it by camping in it, right? Right? Yeah. I will anyway. So it feels like the wind is shifted a little bit, because I just got a big gust of wind out of this, which is facing east, kind of northeast. The front's facing kind of south, west, west, south. Sorry about the camera moving around so much. I was in a hurry to get out of here. I didn't even bring my tripod. So, the winds are definitely doing something different. It's not just steady coming from the southwest. It's starting to flutter around a little bit. Different parts of the tent are starting to flutter, and it's starting to get calm. So usually that's an indication that, you know, there's a pretty good disturbance in the atmosphere. When you got a wind coming and then all of a sudden it just kind of stops, or it just kind of comes in a different direction. It's very unstable. We got a cold front moving in, and you know, all the Gulf warm, moist air. So it's 70 degrees today. So I think it's supposed to get to maybe 30, low 30s sometime overnight, early in the morning, and it's supposed to continue raining. So that's where we're supposed to get the snow mix, maybe ice, sleet, who knows. Well, I think we're going to sign off for now. We'll it's pretty much going to be like this for a while. Just, you know, easy rain, hard rain, thunder, lightning, winds. I mean, if we get any like really drastic bad weather stuff, I mean, we'll come back and show you what's going on. So right now the cold front is pushing in. It's 9:07 in the evening. Now, we're going to pick it up. We're around 30 miles an hour. Not raining very hard, but still raining. pushing in right now. So it's 50 degrees. And the winds are really blowing. Blowing 30 miles an hour, but it's coming from the north. And my house is kind of blocking most of the wind from the tent, that is. It's still raining. Not a very hard rain, but still dry inside the tent here. Except for the little water that I drug in. Anyway, about 4 in the morning, it's supposed to turn to a snow mix. I'm gonna set my alarm for 6 a.m. and then see what the weather is doing. So from 4 in the morning to 8 in the morning, it's supposed to be a winter mix. So we'll see what that turns into, if anything. So right now, just 20-30 mile an hour wind, light rain, cold air is definitely moving in. So it's morning time, a little after 7 in the morning. We got snowing right now, snowing / sleet. Take a look out. Well, it is snowing now. 7 o'clock the next morning. So we went from tornado warnings to snow. Crazy, crazy Texas weather.